Hello everyone, Happy New Year. I love to read books. Every day 1 to 2 hours in the morning time I spend on reading the books. And Saturday, Sunday if I get some more time, I'm spending more time on reading the books. So this is actually what I have read so far in 2022. I'm going to show you each of the books and you can add it on your bucket list. So first of all, start with the Why by Simon. So this is actually one of the bestseller, and it was actually a very old book, but last year only I read this one, and he is explaining how to lead a company. And whenever a leader actually leading the company, the first question he need to ask that why. Yeah, so that he explained on this book. A very good book actually, everyone should read. He's another books actually. I'm still reading it actually. I started last year, not finished yet. So Leader Eat Last. So how a leader actually need to lead a team, and how a leader is actually taking the benefit. The leader, it doesn't mean the founder of the company or the CEO of the company. There is a different level of leader in the company. Manager is there, senior manager is there, general manager, different people is there, right? So how they actually lead. So that actually explain all these books. A very good book actually. The Future of Humanity. So this guy actually he don't live in this world. I think he lives in the futuristic some places. And he always try to explain how the future looks like. As a technical company, we need to know what the future is coming up and how we need to reshape ourselves to actually fight on that in the future. So that's the reason actually I read this book, and it's been too much futuristic. I don't think we can reach there very soon, but it's a good book actually. Snow Crash. We know the word the Metaverse. So the Metaverse was first used on this book by Neal Stephenson. A pizza delivery guy, on the Metaverse he becomes something different. So that's the whole story. And the book is very famous because they use the Metaverse word, and in 2021 and 2022 that Metaverse word become actually the talk of the town. Never is Split the Difference. A book actually you can try. Invent and Wonder by Jeff Bezos. It's not by Jeff Bezos, means Jeff Bezos didn't intentionally wrote this book actually. He is every year and every occasion, Jeff Bezos is writing some mail to his employee and his teammate and the shareholder, all those things. So this is actually a collection of those letters. So how he is inspiring the teammate, how he is inspiring the shareholder, how he is actually motivate them to work for the next goal. So this is actually the copy of it, and it's actually a wonderful book. The Bill Gates actually wrote one book, so how to avoid a climate disaster. As a person, how can you actually help to in climate disaster actually to prevent it? So it explains it better, not in a person wise, as a country, as a group of people, as a company, what they have to do, what kind of role they can play, and what need to be taken measure actually. Bill Gates actually explain it in a very good way. So a very good book actually to read. Everyone should read it. So No Rules by Netflix actually. So the Reed Hastings, so he is actually the CEO of the Netflix, and he wrote this book, a very good book for the corporate company culture. So Netflix is one of the company where their culture is actually very high level, and how they are doing it actually he explained it. How he is motivating their employee, how those employees are empowered to do some more work actually. So he explained in different things, and they do lots of experiment actually, and those things. So some experiment is failed, some are actually working well. So you can understand actually all those kind of things, and he is explaining in a very good way. It's a very, very good book. Genius Maker. So we know that there is some different scientists there, so they are working on some small project, but those projects become a very big project and change actually become a revolutionized actually, like a Google Map. You can see the art actually. So all those kind of small projects actually this comes from normal people, and they made it actually in a test project, and then the big company like a Google, Amazon or the Microsoft comes and acquire that, and then they distribute it to the whole world and change everything. So this is the story of those kind of project, those kind of genius people who actually build this kind of application. So you can actually read this one. This is one of the biography. So Indra Nooyi, so my life in fuel. She was actually the chairman and CEO of the PepsiCo, one of the largest actually corporate company. And after reading this thing, you can understand what she faced in the corporate world and what is her struggle and how can she achieve on that actually position. It's actually it's a good to read actually the book. Greenlight is another biography. It's a biography of the Matthew. So if you like him, you can read on this one. It's actually his biography. Will by Will Smith. Will Smith is a black guy. So the life of a black guy is not very smooth. Yeah, they face lots of bad thing. They struggle lots actually to come to this position, and how Will actually, what is his struggle actually, how he come to this level, how he become the Will Smith actually, you can actually understand after reading this thing. It's he wrote it in a very good way. I spent actually only I think maybe 1 week actually to finish this book, because it's a very well written, and I love to read this kind of books. So you can actually try this one. Let me show you a few books in Metaverse actually. The Step into the Metaverse, so one of the Metaverse books. Navigating the Metaverse. The Metaverse and how it will revolutionize everything. This is one of the good book actually. If you want to know the Metaverse, how the Metaverse works actually, what is the future and how the future should look like. So this is the books actually you can read. This year I wrote one book actually that's called The Metaverse, The Future is Here. If you want to know everything from A to Z about the Metaverse and how the Metaverse works and other part, so you should read this one. Yeah, I'm recommending definitely because it's wrote by me, but it's a good book. A few other books actually. So The Business of the Blockchain. If you are actually interested on the blockchain, you can read this one, and you can understand actually how the blockchain is working and what kind of business you can do through the blockchain. We all know about the Nike, yeah, one of the big brand. So how this Nike started, how he started a brand, and how he can make this brand up to this level. The whole story is here. It's a very well written book, and he write in a very good way, very good way. So I'm really recommend you, if you haven't read this book, you should try this one. Delivering Happiness by Tony. Tony was the CEO, and he died actually the last year. I read this book actually long before in a electronic version. So recently last year again I actually bought this book in a hard copy, and I read it again. If you are an e-commerce company owner, or you want to start an e-commerce business, you should read this book. Here he is explaining how he is actually giving the happiness to the people. It is not actually delivering the product or delivering the shoes to the customer. They are actually delivering the happiness, and this is actually the goal of the whole company. They are delivering the happiness to the people. And yeah, I'm really recommending you, if you haven't read this book, please read this one. And one of the Bengali book actually, Priyotama Hsieh by Shahadat Hussain. It's actually fiction. It's a good one. That's it actually. So this is the books actually I read so far. So let me count actually: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Total 19 books so far in 2022. And this year also I have a plan almost the same, 20 to 25 books to read. And if you have any suggestion what kind of book I can read, actually, you know my taste actually, what kind of book I'm reading. So just suggest me. So I'll add it on my bucket list for this year. And thank you.